Why on earth didn't we insist as a condition precedent that Iran, for the love of God, cease and desist from its terrorist ambitions?
It would be great and ideal if one could negotiate that.
Stunning revelation from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs.
You said under no circumstances should we relieve pressure.
Yes, and I use the phrase as long as possible.
We will never allow America to enter into our culture, into our economy, or for the great Satan to influence our policy, the Supreme Leader's military advisor said. Israel will not exist in 25 years, a quote now on posters around the Capitol.
And I want to play you something that the Iranian foreign minister had to say, and this was after the deal was announced.
We believe that the current agreement, the current plan of action, as we call it, has a very clear reference to the fact that Iranian enrichment program will continue and will be a part of any agreement.
Whoa.
We have just rewarded very bad and dangerous behavior, and they have made no changes in the development of their nuclear weapon program, and I can tell you that with a high degree of certainty. And what have we done? We've taken away the one thing, we've given them just enough breathing room, the one thing that brought them to the table.
The deal is based on hope. Unfortunately, it is not a national security strategy. A hope that things may be better in Iran in 10 to 15 years. Maybe they'll stop exporting and supporting terrorism, or maybe they won't.
One of President Obama's most important foreign policy objectives. We understand the unique concerns of our Israeli friends faced with the prospect of a nuclear-armed Iranian government. Now, I want to be very clear. A bad deal is worse than no deal.
Obviously, Prime Minister Netanyahu is trying to scuttle this deal.
I wish that he would contain himself. Speech to the Congress, no real alternative.
His real alternative, he says, is more sanctions. What's wrong with that?
Well, it depends. Obviously, it's a compromise.
I think the whole Iran deal is the dumbest deal that you can imagine. Every single aspect of that deal is incompetent. The amazing thing is, even if it's not approved now, they get $150 billion plus, and they're going to use that money for terror. It is one of the great dumb deals of our time.